This is the third of 3 videos showing the use of Siemens Proneta. In this video, I will demonstrate the Proneta I/O test functionality. To perform an I/O test, you must select I/O test on the Proneta home screen. Please note that when dealing with new devices, they will not have a Profinet device name and in most cases an IP address. They could be downloaded from a previous offline file, but in this case we will change them using Proneta. Going back to the home screen and selecting Network Analysis, we refresh the browse first. You can then see that the browsed devices do not have a device name or IP address. Select a device and right-click on it to be able to change that device's network settings. You will first change the device's device name and set it, and then change its IP address and set it as well. Please note that certain characteristics of the device are not detected by Proneta until the device name and IP address are set. You simply repeat these steps for all shown devices not having a device name or IP address. Now we are ready to perform the I/O test. From the home screen, select I/O test and refresh the browse. You will now see that the devices are browsed for testing. By selecting one of the accessible devices, you will see the specific details of each component of the device. Once an accessible device is selected, click the I/O test. You will now see details for the testing of the device. The details are parameters, test protocol, I/O event log, and diagnostics. The parameters are the same parameters that are configurable in TIA Portal or Step 7 Manager's hardware configuration. Please note that any fail-safe I/O module is grayed out and cannot be tested with Proneta. The test protocol is used to document the actual test of the I/O modules. For documentation purposes, you can fill in each I/O point's symbolic name and assigned PLC address. Each module I/O point can be checked, and each point's wiring status can be noted as open, OK, or not OK. A comment for each point can also be noted. To test the modules, you must first select the force and monitor values icon. You will get a warning that the forcing of outputs can directly affect the moving parts of your machine, and these functions should only be used by authorized personnel. You must acknowledge this by pressing continue before testing can be started. In testing mode is indicated by a green bar and a scanner. Module status can be monitored 3 different ways. The I/O point LEDs shown on the actual module, by clicking the plus sign shown above the module, or monitoring the module I/O points in the details view. Every time a point status is changed during testing, it is documented in the I/O event log. Digital outputs can be tested simply by clicking on each point. Each time a point is clicked, the point status will change. Additionally, these output tests are documented in the event log as well. Analog values can also be tested by changing the value manually using the plus or minus icons, or entering the value directly. The value can be quickly changed back to the default value using the Reset to Default Value button. The default values are set in the module's parameter settings. Analog value changes are also logged in the I/O event log. This concludes this video showing Siemens Proneta I/O testing. Thank you for watching.